Dum ba da bum ba bum ba ba bum 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 bum. Let's see here. Updates. Okay, let's see. Alright. First of all, yo, it's the Blacking. It's been a long, long time. I do apologize. I've been very, very busy wrapping up some legal matters. Now, this phone says only one pre-authorized at a time, which makes no sense, but, whatever. I don't understand that. And for a long time, I haven't been able to log into it on this phone. I actually had another deal I could have done some videos on, but I didn't want to because that was the correct phone. Anyway, so I just got a letter. It was sent to me 2 days ago from an old video. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It says, we wanted to let you know that our team has reviewed your content and we don't think it's in line with our community guidelines. As a result, we have age restricted the following content. The Black King Let's Update reviewing. Please let's update reviewing the word of stop. Now, I may have changed a lot of titles since the time being, but even so, we haven't applied a strike to your channel, and your content is still live for some users on YouTube. Keep reading for more details on what this means and steps you can take if you'd like to appeal this decision. Okay. We age restrict content when we don't think it's suitable for younger audiences. This means it will not be visible to users who are logged out or under 18 years of age or have restricted remote mode. It also means it won't be eligible for ads, which I never have ads anyway, so that doesn't really apply to me. I don't really care personally, but first of all, I don't really see how it does. I mean, I don't know if I cussed in it or not because it's been so long since I actually watched it. I just got there watching it too. We realize this might be frustrating news and we want to help make sure your content accessible to all audiences. What you do? It shouldn't really be accessible. If it's got cuss words in it, I wouldn't have done that. So I really don't care personally. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go here and click on this video. Now this is going to take us to a plane. Maybe cut off here, but there we go. Now let's turn this down. So this does not belong. This does not, whatever. We're going to turn it up just a bit so we can hear it. Come on.
Yo, it's Black King Goku in the house.
So that's what was happening. It was a fan.
First of all, I apologize if I sound like I'm sick. I'm not. It's my ear stuffed up. Anyway, that's before we get this started. So, this guy called Jackmate. I understand what you're saying, but it's more like he needs to stop showing his stupid ass business on the internet. It's more like that's what he needs to stop doing because it ain't none of that. Oh, they were doing this thing about Alexa and Google and Siri. Well, they all suck in my opinion. And that being before you get the wrong idea.
Yeah, so I said the word
Landline,
suck.
all that baloney. We had that.
I don't know.
But I didn't know nothing about it until much later on. And so, as a matter of fact, it was a great game. So,
I don't really see how it does violate the community standard or guidelines. I mean, especially when you get people. Darn, this damn thing keep falling out. Pissing me off what you're doing. Anyway. So, I was reviewing the word of stop. I think I went off subject and started talking about some other things as well, because that wasn't I mean, I didn't make the video only about the word stop. Originally, the video was entitled about somebody who was having an inappropriate relationship with their car. And the thing is this. See, I don't show content. I just don't. I mean, I might if I have to without sound, but other than that, no. I mean, literally, because this guy was going on and on about how you shouldn't be doing that, that's sick, you need some help or whatever. I personally don't believe anybody needs help. It's just not something I would even talk about. It's just, you know, the thing of it is, I even said inappropriate. I didn't say what he was doing to the car, specifically, like, yeah, it was doing this and that and all that. You know, I could have gone into details. That is what's crossing your community guidelines. You know, and not everything I put out should ever be for all audiences. I hate to say that, and I should actually be restricting it anyway if it's got cuss words, but I can never remember to do so. Because, I mean, a lot of times I find myself where I cuss. Not that I have a problem with myself saying bad words, I just don't. And frankly, I have nothing against anybody else saying cuss words either. What I have a problem with is letting it being out for everyone. The only ones I care to let them watch are the ones that are old enough and are not too sensitive to watch my content. Because, yes, I warn you now, there could be cuss words. You know? At any given time. And this is apparently, I guess, 2 years ago. I don't remember ever making it, but in this episode we discuss the word stop and why we shouldn't say it to people who most likely need to stop on their own. Well, it's true. Just saying. I mean, because, literally, you're talking about trying to stop somebody from doing something they shouldn't be doing in the first place, which depends on what the hell you're talking about. First of all, secondly, it all depends on whether or not it's affecting the health or whatever else is going on. That's a very serious issue. No one wants to talk about, except for most people out there here, like Boogie2988. He doesn't always do it, or as badly. Neither do I. But, if you gotta smoke, and someone tells you to stop, what makes you think that's gonna work? I've heard numerous times. I had a friend of mine who smoked and went to a doctor and said, well, you just have to stop smoking. And, that's what they would tell her. I've had other friends too. And you know what? It doesn't work. I'm sorry, but just saying it doesn't work. Literally, I'm not against anybody. I don't care if you smoke or not. That doesn't really bother me. Personally, I don't care. If someone sits there and says, well, I'm going to light up a puff. You mind if I light up a puff, a cigarette here? I'm like, sure. Do whatever. Just don't blow it in my face. I don't care. That's all I ask. Because that's all I ask. Otherwise, I don't care. I don't judge nobody. I don't sit there and say, well, you can't be smoking. That's just not healthy for you. You need to stop now. You're not allowed to smoke in my car. A lot of people will do this kind of junk. And that's what's sad about this whole freaking world. Is that, one of the many things I should say, actually, more like specifically, if you want to get technical, but, otherwise, anything that anybody, especially doing drugs. Seriously, doing drugs, it depends on if it's bad or it's good for you. And sometimes even good medicine, it can only be so good until, or something you find out it's not really compatible with your system. And it's a good drug because it's, by good, it's obviously prescribed from the doctor over the counter, not from somebody you shouldn't be getting it from. You can even get these kind of drugs from people you shouldn't be getting it from, and that's not a good thing at all. And I just want to point that out, not like I'm trying to say, oh, I know specifically that this one person is doing whatever, because I just know about them that have done this, and I don't know their names right offhand, because I mean there would be news articles and everywhere else. I will say though that stopping is just a thing, okay? I mean, literally, I think the video is good. I agree with it. Um, the thing that I don't recommend doing is putting for all ages. I mean, okay, if you have to restrict it, fine. But don't keep it from everyone who wants to watch it. Personally, I would rather it be that, since I manually selected it that way, then it should be for everyone who wants to absolutely watch it. And that does not mean by no amount of means am I some role model or somebody you should be taking advice from, because, I mean, I can give it, but I mean, like, in other words, like, I'm the be all, and yeah, I know what the hell I'm talking about. That's not the issue. The issue is whether or not, I guess, I'm qualified. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm qualified, but that doesn't mean I'm qualified for everybody. And they're according to their speculations of what the eligibility is to talk about these things, or, whatever else may be the case. But other than that, this video, I mean, I agree completely with it. I really do. I have nothing against it. I have no such interest in even trying to take the damn thing down and re-upload it. Well, I could sit here and record it and upload it to BitChute all day long, and not have to worry about, oh yeah, by the way, YouTube flagged it, or BitChute did, because BitChute didn't do that. Because BitChute don't flag videos unless it goes against their community guidelines. And yes, they do have community guidelines, but they're not as bad as this crap. I mean, seriously, what the hell is so wrong with it? And that used to be a bad word too, hell. Everybody can't say it. And then another, one word I can say that isn't really a cuss word, but now it is, bitch. I'm not afraid to say it, bitch. I'm not gonna say anything else. I mean, yeah, I don't care if everybody watches this or not. I mean, literally, it's just the word bitch. Wow, I said it. I don't know. One of the things I don't get about censorship is that we have to censor out this and that, and then there's just like a few words, like a B word that refers to an A word, if you were to actually swear it properly. We'll censor out the A word sometimes, but sometimes if it's just ASS, we're just gonna, which actually I don't recommend that this be for everyone, since I just even spelled that out. But the point is that whatever is considered for family, or all for everyone, is for the family as well. This is another point. I mean, I already made another point there as well. That I think considered is for everyone should be not cuss words, mind you, nor someone doing porn, whether it's censored or not. That's fucking stupid. And yes, I just swore there. I already said the A word anyway, so I might as well go ahead and end it. Not that I really wanted to or planned on it, but it doesn't really matter. It's just stupid. Basically, I just think that what we should stick to, if we were going to do family-oriented content, then it should be that without cuss words. I mean, hell, I don't care if you have to censor them, sometimes. But, but let's also stick to the fact that we should not have any kind of porn, whether it's censored or not. Okay? If you're going to have it centered around people, it should not be for everyone. I don't care who you think you are, whatever else. I'm not interested in sponsors or anything else either. I may be interested in making money, but sponsors can kiss my ass. I just literally just said it, actually. Actually, no, I didn't say it the first time. I actually spelled it, but anyway. So, but yeah, butthole is not censored out. Asshole is censored out. ASS is not censored. I don't get that kind of stuff. No. You misunderstand. It's not that, oh, well, just to show it for everyone. Seriously, ass is a swear word. It is. Look it up if you don't believe me. Actually, you know what? In fact, I'll do you one better. I'll look it up myself. Is ass doesn't really matter how you do it. Okay, I really do understand the F word being a bad word, even that word. But ASS is no longer a swear word? Are people really nuts? Okay, so, but if I go, ass, hole, the speaker does not like. You could not say on normal television in the U.S. until the early 1990s, but it was sometimes PG-13 and R-rated films before this. Is douchebag a cuss word? Some protested this word used to be as an assault, but a word that came from the idea that women are dirty and need cleansing is better used in that sense. Douchebag isn't so bad. It's an all-encompassing word that can mean anything and be everything. What? Okay, when I was growing up, I don't think douchebag was a thing. And then years later, and this was still during my time before all this came up, douchebag referred to a guy, not a woman. No offense to women, but women are not douchebags. I mean, I guess they are in that concept, or can be. I don't mean that. Let me clarify something here. I don't mean all women, like some people. What I mean is, like, there's a lot of women out there that are even though they have another word for it, like gold digger, or people that just want to take away everything you have. Even if that is involving having someone that they hire, they don't know associate with, other than through conversation, and have them do the M word, murder. Yeah, I said that. To kill you off, and then try to get all your assets when they don't even deserve it in the first place, because you didn't agree to that. Have you leave you nothing at all, or have you just have nothing at all, period. And one way or another, those kind of women, there's guys like that too. I'll be fair here, I've seen guys do the same thing to women. And that doesn't mean every guy does that. Seriously. I also believe in the whole idea that love is love. No matter what it is, I support it, and I don't care if you like it or not. If you don't like that, then you're in the wrong place, because this world is full of love. Whether it's incest love, normal love, it's all true love. Unlike that stupid pretentious bullshit they like to pretend like the only way to be anything, not even lesbian, or even interested in your own brother, like Sailor Moon, with another man that wasn't even part of the family, other than in-law, because yeah, that's what they're technically called, even though it's also called husband, but it's also called like an in-law. See, even though that, okay, I'm going to say, for example, here, and this is just an example. Keep in mind, this is an example. This is not actually going to be something that's going to happen. But say, for example, I married my cat. I won't do that, but let's say I did, okay? And her father and mother and my mother and mother. I'm like a son-in-law to them. See? That's what it is. I could also be a brother-in-law. I don't know how the brother-in-law works out, except for maybe, Honestly, honestly, I'm not sure how that works. Versus being a son-in-law. Because, considering that in most cases you're also to be like the uncle, even though that you're not from the same bloodline. You know, let's just look that up real quick, shall we? How can one be considered a brother in arms? What? No. Yeah, brother-in-law. There we go. A sibling-in-law and the spouse of your sibling, or sibling of your spouse, or the person who is married to the sibling of your spouse. More commonly, in a sibling law referred to as a brother-in-law for a male sibling-in-law and sister-in-law for a female one. Jeez. How many words do they really need to put in that sentence there? What qualifies as a brother-in-law? The brother of one's spouse to the husband of one's sibling. Okay, what about son-in-law? Considered a son-in-law. Son-in-law. Son-in-law is a person who is married to your daughter. An example of son-in-law is your daughter's husband. What does it mean to be a son-in-law? Well, husband of one's... Okay, blah, blah, blah. Just repeating yourself. I don't want to do that. Who is considered an in-law? An in-law is someone who is a relative because of marriage, like your husband's sister or your wife's father. You can refer to your spouse's entire family as your in-laws. In some countries, a married woman moves in with her in-laws, symbolically becoming part of their family. What is plural for son-in-law? What the hell? Son-in-law, plural sons-in-law. Or colloquial, non-standard son-in-law is the husband of a twin child. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to bother to do that. It's just kind of crazy. But there you go. So, yeah. If you want to make a good video, make sure your videos are age-restricted appropriately. Honestly, I didn't really think about it because... Honestly, I don't see how it breaches the guidelines. I mean, I might consider it if I'd have cussed, which I still have yet to really fully review the video, which I didn't. And it's not the only thing I even talked about, which wasn't the only thing. I mean, like, if I say, like, inappropriate to kids, yeah, they're going to be inappropriate. I didn't say what specifically happened. It doesn't matter what happened. What matters is the point. Like, what is considered to be for family or everyone. Like, if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, or someone is, to a child. Yeah, literally, I believe I did say that. Yeah, that is not going against community guidelines. You're just talking about if you do it. That does not say you should be doing it. I never said that. Nor did I say, nor does that mean it's okay to do that. It's just saying if someone, even if it's me, which it's not, because I'm never going to do that, and I'm never going to accuse somebody specifically because I wouldn't know unless I have evidence to prove otherwise. which is completely wrong, and I will never believe in that. But all I'm saying is that I don't know how I would specifically do this without repeating myself, but basically you get the idea that it's just wrong, okay, and that it should not be considered entertainment for everyone. Because if you do that for everyone, you're just lying to yourself. I'm sorry, but it's just like anything else. Like, mostly anymore, it can be argued that anything out there is not for everyone, but it is specifically targeted, even though that person may not like it. For example, Star Trek. The cleanest damn show you ever seen on the planet. And there's nothing inappropriate going on. Maybe some kissing every other episode or something if they decide to put it in there. I think Star Trek original had that. I'm not sure how many of them actually had kissing in it. But I do know that they don't consider that inappropriate, but it should be. Appropriate enough not for everyone to watch. I guess if you really don't, if that's what's going to really drive you off from the series, but otherwise, I mean, honestly, like I said before, when I watch something, it's not because of the love or the romance. I have no interest in such things. There's other things that goes on besides love. If it's going to focus on all that, then I won't watch it. I mean, I have watched it to see if there's anything different. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I won't do that. But there wasn't anything with the Worf vacation between him and Judge Zia Dax. That was just them having a love romantic affair on what was going on, and they were just trying to have a vacation time, just doing whatever they wanted to as a couple. That was it. I thought, gee, that doesn't sound like something I really want to watch. Even though the first time, or whatever times I probably had to watch it since I forgot about it. But yeah, even though the description may something, but there's always sometimes you'll find that if you watch it, you'll find out whether or not there's more to it than just that. But there wasn't. So I said, since I remember it, I'm definitely going to skip it. If I forget it, I'll probably watch it again and be like, yeah, I probably won't fully watch this because it sounds all boring and drooling to me, like boring. Wow, you're having a freaking relationship. Like, that's not remotely possible that you never had it in the first damn place when you were on the station. Because, yeah, it evolved around the station, but mainly the series did. And the relationship started out there. And then they had to have just a full-on deal with no distractions, nobody wanting to call them in for whatever reason because they had time off to go and do whatever the hell they wanted to. See, unlike Picard and this one woman he started hanging out with and kissing and whatever, they did more than that. They went out there. He was on a vacation originally. It's supposed to be just a vacation where he just relaxed. And he did have a relaxing time, but it was more founded in the fact that it wasn't just him laying down and having a lover's little thing, which is disgusting as hell, by the way. Thanks a lot, Discraters. By the way, I mean, disgusting, because I didn't really care for it. I mean, it may not, okay, I'm just going to be fair here. It may not be disgusting enough where other people may want to watch it. Hey, I'm not against you for that. Just don't be against me. After all, fair is fair. Because, yeah, I don't care to watch it. I mean, I might watch it once in a while if I forget exactly what's going on, but I don't care what you gotta say. Personally, when it comes to me and what I want to watch, that's my forte, okay? You know, and even though there might be love, I have to deal with it if it's in there, okay? I have to admit it. I'll deal with it if I have to, just to watch something. I will. But it doesn't mean I'm going to focus on it and say, ooh, that really turns me on. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, make love to that man. Yeah, man, make love to that woman. It just really turns me on. It doesn't do any of the sort. It doesn't even turn me off. I mean, I shouldn't even be saying that. But the point is that I really don't care for that. I'm not here to watch that. Okay? And I don't care what you say. Maybe say, well, if you're not here to watch that, then you have no reason to do it, and you're not a fan of the show. That has nothing to do with love. Seriously. You know how stupid it would be? Think about it. If it was the most single important thing, then why the hell Why don't you get off your lazy ass and be in someone else's house and watch them? Maybe because they won't let you in because they don't want you seeing them doing it? Well, no shit. So, and besides that, the show doesn't just evolve around love. If it was that, then I wouldn't be watching. I guarantee you. And I guarantee you that there would be people, no doubt, that would be watching it. And I have nothing against that. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm against somebody for watching it. I don't care what you watch. All I care, you can watch a gorilla ape porn thing that has nothing to do with porn, even though it says it's porn. For some odd, dumb reason or another. I don't give a damn. I don't even care if you go smacking walls and telling them how ugly they are every time you turn around, because even though they won't talk back at you, I wouldn't care. Seriously. I don't judge people. I may judge the show based on what it is to the point that I may not be interested in it, okay? It's just plain and simple. Like when somebody, I might joke around with my friends sometimes, like, in a specific way, but I don't try to do it like, oh, I'm so against you for, sitting there and getting this or that. No, I don't do that. But I do it to the point that I'm like, yeah, and it does make sense, because think about it. In the kind of world that we live in, who the hell gives you the right to do that? It's okay to joke around with your friends, but make sure you do it in a way that it doesn't offend them. You can tease them a little bit, whatever. But, the thing of it is that I know you may not like me. Okay? I have no problem with that. I don't even care if you don't like how I speak, how I say things, because that's just me. My tone of my voice you may not like it, but I don't really care. One thing I have to point out is that I don't care if you don't like it, because frankly, it's not going to ruin my day, and it's not going to stop me from doing my thing. I got plenty of people out there that like me for the way I am, and I like me more and more above that, more than anything, because I think personally what I think matters, not what other people think matters. Even though that sometimes things may get to me over the years. I've let things get to me in the past, which I shouldn't have done that. I admit that. I have let things get to me, but I try not to do it anymore. Every once in a while I can't help it, because that's just the way things go. It just depends on what the hell is going on and what I'm going through. But otherwise, nothing really gets to me, really. You can call me whatever you want to. And be advised that if you start saying gay and all that to me, you're going to be banned, and you will not be able to comment. You can watch my video all day long, but you'll never be able to comment unless you go through it again. Every time you have to come up with one, you will be your comment removed, and you will be banned. I don't tolerate such things. I may tolerate to the point that I don't let it ruin me and stop me from making videos. I don't care if you hate me, which is not something you should be doing, but hey, who am I to judge? I don't care. I have no problem with people hating me. That's just the way it goes. Because the people what you don't realize is what DVD KMP brought up to me in a video that he now has deleted, and it hasn't even been posted to the internet. That when you talk to people, there are people that are going to get you right away. There are people that are not going to get you until they get to know you. And then there's people not going to get you at all. Period. They're just not going to like you, period. It doesn't matter how much you change, because what you do always greatly affects someone else. If you follow by those stupid standards. And speaking of which, a dumb standard is having customers always be right no matter what. That's crap. In my personal opinion, that I believe that customers can be right, but not no matter what. Because if I buy into that, and how stupid it would be, I don't care if you call it stupid or not, it's true. Because if you're going to let that slide, you might as well say, Alright, well, I guess I gotta do inappropriate things with them because they're right, because I screwed up, so I gotta do inappropriate things. Or I gotta die. You know? I gotta die, like, that's really gonna... The thing is, though, is that won't teach me a lesson if I gotta die. Seriously. Just to say, well, okay, they're right, so I should just die because I screwed up, so I gotta die now. That's really gonna teach me not to do that. I'll just come back to the next life and be like, all of a sudden you'll do it again. You won't even know it's the same person. And half the damn time with that thing is as well as I won't even be me. I'll be somebody else, no doubt, if I have to come back to life again. That doesn't mean I'm learning the lesson that you're trying to teach me by killing me. That doesn't work. I'm sorry to bring it up like that, but it's true. Face the facts, man. That you're not going to learn it like that. It doesn't work that way. You know? Teaching someone a lesson should come at the cost of teaching them a lesson in such a way that they will learn. And not by doing stupid pranks or putting something on somebody else's car because they got in the way or parked somewhere where they shouldn't have been. Or put other cars by there so they can't get into their own vehicle, so damn jammed up in there. That to me is stupid and not the way to teach somebody. Literally. As all that does is beget more violence and get more crap karma back onto you. As I say, always do unto others as you want them to do unto you. So if that's the way you want to do it, then be advised that somebody else may be doing it to you because you think it's good to do that. That'll really teach someone. That's good karma because that will teach somebody. That's no more than stabbing somebody, killing them. It doesn't matter what the case is. That is not a way to teach somebody. You gotta do it properly. And be assertive to the point that people understand you clearly. Even if they don't like you, who the hell fucking cares? Get over it. There's going to be plenty of people that are like that. What makes friends, as well as what DVD KMP said, and I believe in it too. I've been believing it before he said it, but, whatever. It's those that don't need to be tested to the point that they're going to have to go behind your back and say, oh my God, it made me uncomfortable. They don't want to... that they have to turn around to the point that you should not have said that to them. That you should not have said it at all. Actually, not even that. You shouldn't have said it at all. That's what makes a real friend. A true friend is somebody who's not going to do that, no matter what you may say. Because a friend will accept you eventually, anyway, if you have jokes and they can be the kind of person. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fair for one person, even if they are that one, to still tell the nasty jokes, and it's not okay for you to do it. That's really stupid. So if you tell a nasty joke and they can't tell a nasty joke back to you, but it's like, I'm sorry. So if you can't do it, but they can because they think it's okay, or if they go and do it to somebody else, that ain't cool. Problem with people like that, a lot of them just don't learn that what you are doing, is that you will find out eventually someone will come across you. And because karma is a bitch. Let me tell you, if you think it's good to do that to somebody else and then have to turn around and do that, where you can do those jokes and then say, okay, well, that other guy did it, so why can't I? You're basically being a fucking hypocrite. A contradictor. And I can't stand them kind of people. That doesn't mean I'm going to go out of my way and do something bad to them. No, I just can't stand them. That's all. I would love to do something to them, make them learn, but I don't. Honestly, I'm not going to do it. Not up to me to do anything because I can't anyway. Long gone anyway. Thing of it is that, as well as that, you all want to talk about what makes a good judgment on somebody. And they should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. I ain't ashamed to be nobody's child or whatever. If I was somebody's child, I would not be ashamed, because by God, I know how many people can take me and how many people can't. I mean, I may not be talking to everybody in the world yet, but I know for a fact that there are those who accept me right away, and those that will, because it's divided by 50s. 150. If you want to total it up. But it's by 50%, it's going to be like, they get you right away. 50% won't get you right away until they get to know you. And then there's the other one, the third one. Because in between you have the ones that were, alright, I'll get to know you first, and then, however the way it works out that way. And then the last one, they just don't get you at all. No matter, even if they've already gotten to know you, they still can't stand your ass, and they don't want anything to do with you. They turn their back on you. It's nothing. Like, who the hell are you? And we don't care about you no more. Who the f do you think you are? We don't care about you. You miserable bastard. You son of a bitch. Whatever else kind of cuss words that can be said to the point that they just can't stand you. And what can you do about that? The thing is, even if you go to counseling and you try to change your ways, this other person be like, why can't you be a little bit more meaner? Okay. And then here's the thing as well, is that if you try to change yourself as well, you can face the possibility that those people that got you are going to be like, yeah, I can't stand you now. No. You need to go to a class again or whatever. That's the problem about counseling. And it's not so bad that you should go to counseling if you really need it. I'm not going to bash on it like that. All I'm saying is that it just depends on how good you are, and you know damn well, because you've stepped up to the bar, you've done what you can, and if you pay attention to it, and even though that you can't prove it to anybody else, there's not much you can do about it. Other than try to record every conversation from now on, even through the fact of the counseling, until you can get to yourself a place of your own, and even then, you'd be like, well, it's too late now, I'm not going to deal with you, because you wouldn't listen to me, so I had to record everything, and the counselor said it was good, and all that, and everything, and all that's crap. But I will prove once and for all that somebody can take me. There are people that can take me, and those that can't. And there are those that cannot until they get to know me. Plain and simple. There is a slight chance that those that get to know you right away, once they get to know you, they won't want anything to do with you. There is a slight chance of that. That doesn't mean it always will happen, but there is that. So basically, all I'm saying, anyway, to wrap this up, is that let's not review the word stop because, it goes against community standards, which it really doesn't, because it depends on how you're using it. Again, it's a good point. How do you stop somebody from doing smoking or anything else? You can't by using the word stop. It's not possible. Literally. If you don't believe me, there are plenty of videos that can show you, it can prove to you, if you really buy into it, being that you have to be shown through a video, then there are videos out there that will show it to you, and they are absolutely 100% just as much as I am correct about that. I'm using words instead of video. Well, although this is a video, but that's not the point. So basically, if you really care, then you will do that. Otherwise, if it really bothers you that much, then you will look it up and find out Stop does not stop. I mean, just saying the word does not stop them. Now, I mean, sure, if you see it on a stop sign, you gotta stop. No shit. I mean, you ought to know by now that's against the law, even though that sometimes people do run a stop sign, which is not a good idea at any point. But they do sometimes get away with it. And they do sometimes now make exceptions, though. Like, okay, well, whatever. It's not like it happens all the time. But it also depends on whether or not there's a cop on the scene. If there's a cop on the scene, you betcha they're not going to let it slide. So, that's not, by no means am I saying it's okay to run a damn stop sign. I'm not going to say that. No. And I don't give a damn if you flag this video and say, it's not restricted. I mean, it's not appropriate for everyone. Maybe it isn't. Because I did say cuss words in this video, and I did try to warn you all. Yeah, I mean, because I'm going to try to start, I'm just going to start putting it in the description, because I'm not going to be able to remember, oh, yeah, because I got cuss words. Yeah, because, I mean, the warning is for two reasons. Strobe light warning is for the fact of what that does, and that's for video games. But the warning by itself, I'll just probably put in this warning if there's no strobe light. But otherwise, it's also for two reasons. The second reason is in case I swear. Just be advised of that. You may never know. I might just say, fuck. That son of a bitch got that fucking fire on, oh shit, I don't even know. And see what I mean? I can say that kind of stuff. That's the reason why there's a warning there. That doesn't mean necessarily that I will cuss or that I intend to or I plan on it, but I'm warning you ahead of time. Because I won't remember to warn you right then and say, yeah, okay, by the way, I may be swearing in this video, so look out. But from now on, yeah, and I will be transferring everything to The True Evil Show. I cleared off enough emails on this for me to absolutely access it. It took me a while because I had to clear off enough emails. I hated to do it, but it wouldn't let me get in any other way. Now it's telling me that only one can be processed or processed. I don't know. Something about it being something just stupid. So I may have to divide counts. I know they're not mine. They're not even DVD KMPs. We're just sharing it with other people because for whatever reason. But anyway, neither here nor there. So those emails are gone off the phone. I don't know if they've deleted them or not. Didn't bother to get the password or nothing, but I sent them their emails. I said, I send them there because I give them information like, don't forget this is your email that was on my phone because now I can't store it. So, I mean, I can store it, but I can't log into my account if they're all on there on YouTube. And these are the only ones that matter right now. There's an account called Brian Gatsby, which is a backup one that's going to be recording videos of what happened on Facebook. On every freaking video. The True Evil Show. And my channel, even though I may not be using it anymore, I will still refer to it in case people decide they want to tune in. When I get enough people tuning in, I may go back to uploading. I don't know yet. But it'll always be like a archive channel for my stuff, for me alone. And I'm going to say this as well, wrapping this up. I don't remember if I already said that or not. I'm tired anyway. I will say this, that if someone wants to actually archive my videos, I won't flag you. I don't care. And that's only if you give me credit. If you don't give me credit, yes, I will flag you. Or I will let someone who can be in charge of doing that flag you. Because if you're not going to give me credit, then you don't have any right to have my video. Now, I'm not going to claim it and say, oh, yeah, well, I need money even by then. I want to be credited for it. That's all I ask. You know, that's if you care enough to want to watch my videos and you care enough to and to archive them, you know, whatever you want to do. I don't care. As long as you don't steal credit for it, saying it's your video and that it's fair use law, blah, 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 that it's now your video. It is not your video even if you upload that video. If you upload my video specifically, that is still my video. And if you were reviewing it, I still won't flag it either. But I will say this, that again, if you're going to do it, you know, and make sure you fairly review me. If you don't fairly review me, I don't care if you have a little bit of negativity, then I will not allow you to ever do that again. Matter of fact, I can set it up with someone else in case I'm not around anymore. And because I got out what I want. These are my videos. I put heart and soul into these. Even though the update videos are not my deal anymore. But it's rare for me to make an update video anymore. I gave up on those a long time ago. I will say this. Again, don't bother upload my video directly if you ain't going to put credit to me. Because if you do, believe me, it's either going to be me or someone else is going to flag you. And I will make damn sure that somebody does. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you know, to take down the damn video. You didn't bother to credit me. You know, thanking me for it, in honor of me. I don't care. Something like that. Anything like that will do. As long as you don't, well, yeah, this is mine. I made this video. This is all mine. You start talking over, doing things, whatever. I can tell. Actually, no, I can't. But I'll still have somebody who can. I'll set it up with somebody who will tell the difference, who can definitely tell if it's my footage or not. I won't tell the difference anyway, but I'll let them handle the legalities of it anyway. As for you and me, we will not be cool. That's all I'm going to say on that. And that's if, only if, things go down that way. Even if I'm dead and gone, you will never see me say, yeah, I'm cool with this guy now because he stole it and didn't bother to give me credit for it. Why am I keep saying that? I don't know. I'm just trying to make the point. Okay? The point across. I'm sorry. I just want to make my point. I'm not sorry that I'm making my point. At all. I'm sorry that I had to say it so many times, but hey, whatever. I gotta do what I gotta do to make my point across. So yeah, I'm using a different icon I shouldn't be really using because it's not mine, but it's gonna stick for now. Anyway, I will see you all. You know, later in another video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you care enough. You know, the least thing you can do is just like the video if you've watched this far. Hit the notification bell. Check the links down below where you will find plenty of lists of playthroughs I have done. And if you want full playthroughs, well, you know, I've got or one that has have more videos in them. I got playlists, but they aren't fully completed yet. But I'm working on it. I don't know if I even have one that's completed, to be honest, fair. I know one of them was getting close, but I may have to finish it off in the True Evil show. But otherwise, for now, thank you all, and as always, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video, whatever that may be. But hopefully, it'll have something with content in it, because I intend to provide gaming content, even if it's on the True Evil show. That's what's going to happen. See you all. I not see you all. Sorry, I gotta go. Bye bye.